Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing 3 case studies for Yin Earth born in the summer season. So let's dive into the first example. This is a Yin Earth person born in the month of May, which is the earthly branch of a Yin Fire type. So the annual pillar is a Yang Fire and Yang Metal. The monthly pillar is a Yin Water and Yin Fire. The daily pillar is a Yin Earth and Yin Water, and the hourly pillar is a Yin Wood and Yin Water. So the first step of any bazi is let's assess the condition of this daily master. Am I fairly strong or weak? How many friends do I have versus enemies that reduce my energy? So in terms of earth, you're either looking at same as myself, other type of earth, or because fire supports and grows earth. So we're first looking for fire or earth type of element in this chart. So on the bottom row, you have a fire growing myself. And then on the top row, it's really nice to see another fire showing up. So that means the qi doesn't only exist on one side, it's connected between heaven and earth. And that makes the fire fairly strong and useful. And then, as I mentioned in the conceptual video previously, you know this is dry and warm because of the fire influence. So the number one element is rain, water to balance this environment so this Yin Earth can do its job of producing life. And thankfully, this bazi chart has a very good water system in place. You have a Yin water right next to itself, and then 2 Yin water right underneath itself. So it's a fairly strong water energy to balance the fire energy. So the prerequisite has been met. So this Yin Earth is fairly healthy to do what it's supposed to do in life. And then the 2 other things, one is metal, one is wood, which is actually good to balance the 5 elements for this chart. They're not the heavy players, but metal is more in partnership with water because metal supports water. And then wood is more in partnership with fire. It's more on that yang side, wood and fire, versus metal and water is more on the yin side. So this bazi example overall is quite balanced. Not in terms of the strength of this daily master, is the earth too thick or too thin? It's in the moderate balancing state. But on top of it, that's a very good and balanced environment in terms of moisture and sunrise, too hot versus too cold. So this is a very good bazi chart. It doesn't have any major disease or imbalance I can detect. So it's actually less likely to be influenced by this annual or 10-year trend. The only thing you need to watch out for is anytime your annual or 10-year trend introduce certain elements that disrupt this fire and water balance, that might translate into some challenging times in this person's life. For example, if both the annual or 10-year trend introduce a lot of metal and water type of energy, then it might disrupt the balance of this fire and water original state. Then in that case, it's just too wet and muddy of a Yin Earth to be super useful. So that's how we analyze this chart. But I would say without looking for that annual or 10-year environment influence, this is a very good and balancing bazi chart example. The second one is a Yin Earth born in the month of June. The annual pillar is a Yin Earth and Yin Fire. The monthly pillar is a Yang Metal and Yang Fire. The daily pillar is a Yin Earth and Yin Water. And the hourly pillar is a Yang Fire and Yang Wood. Same first step. Let's assess the condition of this daily master. I have a fire and another fire on the bottom row supporting it. And then I have another fire and earth on the top row. So this bazi chart, you can see comparatively speaking, this is even a stronger daily master compared to the first example because it has more same as me or supporter type of element, making me fairly strong. So in that case, it also likes this balancing energy of metal and water to keep this bazi not super lopsided. And then look at the remaining factors. You have a metal here and the water here, which is really good. That's the key players to keep itself in balance. But because of the quantity difference, that's why this one is fairly balanced. This one, I would say fire and earth is still have larger quantity compared to the water and metal camp. That's why this example number 2 really prefers to experience metal and water type of annual or 10-year trend influence, because that's where kind of the smoother and easier to achieve goals time in this person's life. One minor call out is that this particular yang wood called yin in Chinese and this yin water called hai, they have a special connection relationship. They have a semi-combination that kind of changes into a more wood type of qi, meaning that because they sit next to each other, they get entangled, and some of this water's energy got morphed into a wood type of energy, which in this case is a bad thing because you're reducing the water, which is what I want in my bazi chart. So that's something to watch out for as well. Last but not least, this is an Yin Earth person born in the month of July. So you have an annual pillar of a Yin Fire and Yin Water, the monthly pillar of a Yin Fire and Yin Earth, the monthly daily pillar of a Yin Earth and Yin Wood, and the hourly pillar of a Yang Earth and Yang Earth. So this one you can clearly tell you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is almost like too strong, too much. This little Yin Earth is way too thick and dry. So I really need some help here to keep itself into that more in the middle ground. That's why this one really prefers water and earth, because water grows earth and earth kind of can work on loosening up the soil as well, and water does the job of balancing this too much fire influence. So for this bazi chart, it actually likes both wood and water as preferred element, especially when they experience the annual or 10-year trend introducing more the water and wood type of energy. It makes those two guys even have a push and more help to make it strong enough to combat the too much fire and earth type of dry energy in this chart. And here's another case of the special combination rules, because these 3 factors, this yin water, yin earth, and yin wood, they form that special triangle relationship, which also morph into this wood qi. So some of this water and earth got morphed into a wood, which is actually a good thing, because wood is what I want to loosening up the solid, dense earth. And you're actually stealing some of this earth energy, which is too much of it, into something that's useful. So this particular special combination is a positive impact on this bazi chart. So that's how we analyze bazi. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.